Hi, I'm Thomas Walker, president at Wayne Community College, and we welcome you to another episode of Have You Heard? Today our guest is Dr. Brandon Jenkins, and he is a special guest for us because he is one of our distinguished chairs this year. The Distinguished Chair Award at Wayne Community College is awarded to an outstanding academic leader and faculty member who has exhibited the highest level of excellence and interaction both with students and in their teaching and leadership skills. So we're fortunate to have Dr. Jenkins here. So I am going to ask him to talk to you about a couple of new programs that are coming out of his division, the arts and the sciences, that you may be interested in. One is the Associate of Arts in Teacher Preparation. The second is Associate of Science in Teacher Preparation. And this is really innovative thinking about how to address a workforce shortage in North Carolina, particularly around the situation of needing teachers in classrooms for our children. Welcome, Dr. Jenkins.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now, your two new programs, Associate in Arts and Teacher Prep and Associate of Science, how bad is the teacher shortage?
It's significant, depending on where you look. Since 2010, the enrollment in our teacher prep programs across our UNC system schools is down roughly 40%. Aside from that, in any given year, our attrition rate for our public school teachers currently teaching in the classroom is roughly 12%, depending on which source you look at. So we're losing about 7,000 teachers a year. And we're not being able to replace those same 7,000 due to the decline in enrollment across our UNC system schools.
Do you think, in the instance of Wayne, does location play a role in that as well? It sounds like, if I'm hearing you correctly, not only do we have a shrinking pool of teachers available, then that puts us in direct competition with larger metropolitan areas for those teachers here in the state who consequently may have better pay for those teachers.
Yes, it boils down to pay certainly is an issue. It depends on the county size. Some counties, particularly the larger metropolitan counties, can pay higher supplements that are in addition to the state teacher pay. And those things matter, the bottom line. But it also is just a changing culture in which education is based in now, changes to the classroom, dynamics, assessment. So it's just creating this dynamic where teachers are questioning whether they want to continue to teach. Also, you couple that with the pay and benefits and things that are going on politically, and it's just a perfect storm at this time.
Now, for here at Wayne, you've introduced these two new programs, and for our listeners and for your president, help me understand what is the uniqueness between, say, the Associate of Arts and the Associate of Science?
So both of them are truly transfer degrees. The Associate in Arts and Teacher Preparation is ideally for students who are interested in teaching K through 12 and in the areas of English, social studies, history, foreign language, and also those folks who are interested in being a special education teacher. The Associate in Science, on the other hand, just as the science implies, is for students who are interested in teaching in the STEM fields. So math, science, engineering, but the programs themselves are specifically geared towards transfer. So they are identical in terms of their gen eds, except the Associate in Science requires more science and math. Both degrees, however, require 12 hours in education classes, and both of them will transfer perfectly to any one of the 15 UNC system schools that offer a teacher preparation curriculum.
Okay. Now, one of the things I noticed when I first arrived here was that we already had a strong relationship with East Carolina University and their, I think it's to address the Partnership Teach program. And in fact, I may get fact checked on what I'm about to say, but prior to COVID, I remember going to an event at ECU's College of Education, and they mentioned to me that they had more people from Wayne County in their teacher ed program than any other single county in the state. And I thought that was pretty fantastic.
That is correct. So currently there are 33 former Wayne Community College students in the program. And by my numbers, looking at it this morning, that's 9 more than any other county that's currently participating. We also have had the most students in partnership teach for the history of that partnership with us and East Carolina University. So we're very proud of the relationship that we have been able to form with East Carolina and being able to really serve as a pipeline between Wayne County Public Schools, and East Carolina University.
And that's a real innovative way for us to try to deal, even locally, with our own teacher shortage. Well, we thank you for having you here today, Dr. Jenkins. And what I would ask you all, if you're interested in any of these, please contact the college, and you can contact Dr. Jenkins. I'm a child of public educators, know the value of their work, and we need to increase the number of teachers that we have that are willing to serve here in Eastern North Carolina. Thank you for joining us again at Have You Heard? Hear that, folks? You've heard it before if you live in this region. That, my friends, is a fairly common bird that we often don't pay a lot of attention to, the dark-eyed junco. It's a medium-sized bird, often seen feeding on the ground, but it does feed in trees as well. And one of the things I most love about it, they eat a lot of insects. But it is a common bird, sometimes misconstrued to be the tufted titmouse because of the same color pattern, but as you all may be aware, the tufted titmouse has a little crown, but they are similar sized birds. So keep your eyes peeled for the dark-eyed junco, which is named the dark-eyed junco for their very, very dark eyes. And that is my bird for today.